So before we get into this, let me just say that everything that's been going on in DC this past week with all the new Superman news has really just been all one giant publicity stunt. DC has made it very clear and obvious that they are done telling good, creative stories anymore. They're more interested in virtue signaling, trying to get the latest headline on any type of news or media outlet. But in this video, I'm going to go over the deconstruction of one of the most iconic comic book characters in history, Superman. So I'm going to start this video off going all the way back to 2018 with a nice little rebirth comic book story by Peter J. Tomasi and Patrick Gleason with Superman and his son John Kent, who at the time was roughly about 10 years old. It was a heartwarming tale and story of about a father, son, and mother living in Kansas and growing up together, learning what it's like to be a parent and also learning what it's like to be a son to one of the biggest and strongest superheroes in all of DC continuity. So that was until Bendis got a hold of him.
What? You fuckers. You fuckers.
You motherfucker, I will rain hellfire upon you!
So once Bendis took over the Superman title, he immediately aged John up by 7 years, completely robbing Clark and Lois of that time spent with John, and robbing John the opportunity to spend with his parents in a loving family household. Now, you can say that this is a conspiracy theory, but this is just what I think. I think DC has been planning this from this moment. From the time that Bendis took over the Superman title, we saw John's descent into madness.
No, wait.
And that's really where this story begins. DC was just waiting for the most opportune time to raise John up as the new Superman so that they would be able to push their political agenda on their new readers.
Clark Kent finally, I guess, is going bye-bye, and they're going to replace him with Jonathan Kent. And then they're going to announce that Jonathan Kent is gay. So Superman is Superman is effectively gay, everyone. He is gay.
Because let's be honest, DC has always wanted a gay or bisexual Superman, but they didn't have the guts. They didn't have the courage to actually make Clark bisexual. So they devised a plan to get rid of Clark and subvert him with John and raise John up to the new title of Superman. So how did they do this, you might ask? Well, fast forward to today in 2021, where they have just released Superman Son of Kal-El issue number 2, where it shows Clark and John talking together, and Clark essentially just handing the world over to John. So in this comic, John essentially tells his own father, if you won't step up, who will? And Superman says, well, I was thinking you. This is your planet, John. This is your place.
You gotta be fucking kidding.
Wow, I mean, just great writing, DC. Well done. Just have Clark just hand him over the planet, just like that. And he does the same thing with the Fortress of Solitude. He just hands him the key and just says, here you go, here's my lineage. You are now Superman. What lazy writing. But hey, now that old boomer Clark Kent is out of the way, Kal-El Superman, who needs that guy? Now that we've got John Kent, hey, now we can boost him up to Superman, and now we can get some of our newer, younger readers in on this. So to pull in the new young readers, the woke Twitter mob, and all the news and media outlets, they make John Kent bisexual, which in it of itself is not a bad thing. LGBTQ+ characters belong in the DC universe just as much as any other character, but doing it to a character like this is not the right way to do it. So now that you've come to the logical conclusion, John Kent is now Superman, they've announced that John Kent is bisexual, which in turn means that Superman is now bisexual. Now that they've done this, all the normies, everyone outside of comic books just sees the headlines. So they go, Superman is bisexual? Well, that can't be. And so we get our outrage, we get our uproar, and no one actually understands that this has been planned and in the making since 2018, but they couldn't do it with a 10-year-old John Kent. They had to age him up, make him a teenager, subvert him with Clark Kent, make him the new Superman so that they could push the political agenda. But honestly, to those who were following the story and who kind of are in the comic book community, Ethan Van Sciver broke this story in July or August on Twitter, so we've kind of known about this for a while. And plus, they've been doing this with all the iconic characters in the DC universe, so it was just a matter of time before Superman was put into that category as well. But then literally days later, and Tom Taylor posts a cover for Superman Son of Kal-El issue number 7, which is Superman fighting for climate injustice.
It would be a real opportunity lost if we had Clark Kent replaced by another straight white savior. So,
I want to punch my screen. I want to punch this guy in the face. I want to punch this guy in his fucking dumb face.
Oh, you know, how stunning and brave of him to hold up a sign. Because Superman, even John Kent, who is one of the most powerful superheroes in the DC universe, can't actually do anything about climate change, right? But he can hold up a sign, that's for sure. So then the real cherry on top was that this weekend's DC fandom event announced that the new Superman motto had also been changed from Truth, Justice, and the American Way to Truth, Justice, and a Better Tomorrow.
Wow, this is the exact moment that I've given up.
So now I'm just thinking that they're trolling. I mean, how can they be serious? After all of the titles that they've been dropping, after all of the news articles and the media covering all this new stuff about Superman, why now would they drop this new phrase, this new motto, which is obviously going to polarize even more people? But you know why. And that's because without this, DC is insignificant. The changes that have been made to Superman in this past week have obviously caused a major outrage and has polarized a lot of people. But it's not going to sell more comic books. The anger of these fans will soon turn to apathy, and the flickering light that is DC will soon go out. And you know what I say? Let it.